Hello, I'm Rebecca the Maths Lady, and this is a quick video about how parents and children can come to deeply understand and confidently use these symbols. If you don't need this video, here's a link to the next one so you can skip straight on. But this is a really quick video, so if you're not sure, then just watch it. It'll be over very soon. Firstly, inequality symbols. Can you remember which is which? Which is greater than? Which is less than? So a typical question might look like this: 31 and 13. Put the correct symbol in the box. Now, the way I teach children to remember this is that the big end of the symbol goes near the bigger number. So the open end is going to go there. And then you can see that this number is greater than that number, so it's a greater than symbol. One way your child might have been taught is hungry crocodiles, which is really commonly used in schools. And children are taught to imagine a hungry crocodile choosing to eat the bigger quantity. In this case, 31 is the bigger quantity, so the mouth of the crocodile is opening towards the larger number. I think that's overly complicated compared with just saying the big end of the sign goes near the bigger number, but it's widely used and your child may have come across it, so it's quite nice to talk to them in their own language. With this one, 8, 9 subtract 2. Well, 9 subtract 2 is 7, so this one is bigger. So the hungry crocodile is going to eat the 8. With this one, 13 subtract 2 is 11. 1 add 10 is 11. So which symbol do we use? An equal symbol, of course, showing with the same quantities on both sides. And that brings me to the quick point that I wanted to make about the equal symbol. A lot of people see it, until they think about it deeply, as being almost like an arrow. We do a calculation and the equals tells us that we've got an output from that calculation. And it's really important to slow down and say, no, it's a balance point. It's showing us that the quantities on both sides of it are the same. So instead of thinking this is a back to front calculation going this way, it's not. It's just 7 on both sides. It's an equality. That's why there's an equal sign. So it's important children come across calculations like these. 7 subtract 2 is 1, add, and that's going to be 4. It's going to be 1. We're just messing around with this. Equals isn't just about outputs, it's about balance, like balance scales. And finally, digits. Mainly, I want to reassure you that it's quite common for children to continue to reverse digits, write them back to front, on and off, until they're typically about 9, by which time that problem should have resolved itself. So if they're just doing it occasionally, don't worry. If you're concerned that your child is not drawing digits correctly, then there are plenty of books where you can trace numbers to build their confidence. If they're still stuck, I reckon Communication for All number formation rhyme cards. They have a rhyme and clear directions for each digit, so if there's 1 or 2 they're struggling with, you can focus on them. Now, if your child is struggling to read numbers and they're muddling the order of numbers and they're just finding reading difficult generally, if you're possibly a bit worried that they are struggling with dyslexia, then there's a tool you can use to get round that in maths, to give them the support they need to deeply understand their numbers. And that tool is arrow cards. And they have a triangle on one side of the card. And if we were building, say, a 3-digit number, we would build it up like this, lining up the arrows. So there's the number 921. And a child is much less likely to get confused about the order of the digits, because when they take it apart, they can see that's the 900, that's the 20, and that's the 1. So you can do column calculations with arrow cards. Children can build their answers if they need that bit of extra support. That's it for this video. Hopefully you now know everything you need to know to ensure your child can confidently use and understand these symbols. The next video will be about how children come to understand the number line, so they can conjure it up in their imagination when they need it to support their thinking about calculation. If you have any questions or comments on this video, please add them below and I'll try and respond. I want to help you, so if you're stuck, I need to know. When you're ready, please move on to the next video. And if you're too busy to carry on just now, just click on subscribe and click on the bell that appears and come back when you've got time so you can make sure your child becomes fluent, creative and confident with their maths. Bye for now.